Hi, welcome back. So now we will be talking about transformation in the key areas of HR. So be it any HR process, every processes has been changed a lot. So be it onboarding, recruitment and selection, performance and management, training and development, payroll compensation, talent management, exit and offboarding, every HR process has been transformed in the some or the other way so that the whole HR is transformed digitally. For this particular section, we will be talking about onboarding and recruitment and selection. Now moving ahead with onboarding process. So onboarding is a process of socialization that brings new employees into workplace and help them feel welcomed and engaged. So after selecting an employee, the first time the employee interact with their organization or the people of the organization is an onboarding process. So it is one of the very crucial step or process for any of the employee. It is said that how we treat an employee, depending on that we set the mood of the employee, and the onboarding process can turn any employee into a high performing employee or a low performing employee. So we as an HR should pay we should pay a lot of focus on giving them great experience in onboarding process. Analyze what tools, resources and information people need and provide them in advance. So here we have to make sure that whatever tools, whatever resources, whatever important information they need when they start working in the when they start working for the company, that all information, resources we should provide them while or in onboarding process. HR and onboarding strategy should match with the business strategy. So we need to know who we are in order to share that with the new hire. So we should know about what our business is, what is our business strategy, what are our mission, our vision, our goal, and that we have accordingly we have to set HR strategies so that the mood of the employee is set. They get to know all about the organization and how they have to start working, what should be their attitude. So all this information is shared with the employee in onboarding process. A pre-onboarding session help candidate feel welcomed as soon as they sign the contract. So once they sign the contract and before onboarding, there is some period of time. It can be 1-2 days or it can be a week's time or it can be 15 days time. So whatever time it is there, a pre-onboarding session, on one call session can be there, so that they immediately feel engaged, they immediately feel something to look up to. They don't have to wait for a long time for actual onboarding session. So it helps a lot in engaging the candidate or the employee. So role clarity should be there along with information about organization, its history, culture, policies and rules. So along with sharing other information about organization, its culture, we should also tell them about what their role will be in the organization and what is expected from them. Here we will also talk about various unwritten rules of the organization. A great onboarding experience should be given to all. So the main focus should be there apart from or along with giving them all these information, all these detail, their experience should be great. Their experience, because experience matters a lot for an employee. So this is the first time they start interacting with the people of the organization. So the first impression should be great. Now moving ahead. So one second. Onboarding process should be customizable for each new hire. So now we are taking the help of various softwares, various onboarding softwares, so the it can be customized according to the hire. So depending on which team they are working or what is expected from them, what kind of training they should be given, so it can be customized. Two-way communication should be there. It provides support to them, motivate them and feel connected with the company. So two-way communication should be there in every process of HR and also in onboarding. So we should continuously ask them, take their feedback. This kind of attitude motivates them and they feel they are being heard. Onboarding tools should be used as it makes sure that we are not forgetting anything. So there are various onboarding tools. We should try to use those tools to its maximum, because it will help us making sure that we are not missing out on something and we are covering all and every aspect of onboarding. Today in hybrid work culture, mostly onboarding is done online. So since COVID had started, from that time we have started the hybrid work culture has been started, and because of that some employees are coming to the office and most of them are working from home from various locations. So onboarding is now done mostly online, and here comes the use of onboarding software. So basically everything is organized virtually here. The arrival of the new employee from all paperwork to introduction of colleagues, organization, explaining them about company policies and even training, everything is done online. So next is individual development plan should also be discussed. So we should also discuss about individuals, what are their plans, what are their goals, what are the strategies they have planned to achieve their goals, what action steps they will be taking, and they should list what resources, what support they need from the company. And individual development plan is considered very important. So it is a part of onboarding and also it is a part of performance management. So this was all about onboarding and what are the changes or transformation we have done in onboarding process to transform our HR digitally. Now moving ahead with recruitment and selection. So this is a lengthy topic, so we will be covering it in two parts. The part 1 will be covered in this section and the part 2 will be covered in the next section. So now recruitment and selection is very important part of any HR function. We can have the best vision and strategy in the world, but if we don't have the right talent to deliver it, then all is a waste. Hiring wrong people, putting wrong team together will lead to failure. So recruitment today is targeted recruitment. Targeted recruitment means taking active effort to search for certain kind of candidate, to search for certain kind of skill sets in the candidate. Link recruitment and selection to overall strategic goal of the company, that is mission, vision, culture and value of the organization. So recruitment and selection should be linked with the company's main goal. Mission, what does mission stand for? It is the reason why our company exists and what it does. Vision, it stands for where we as a company aim to be in future. Culture depends what is the environment of the company, how we work. Value, what our company stands for, whether in terms of social responsibility or in terms of sustainability, and how we treat our employees. So our selection should be linked with all these goals. We have to market our company in such a way that people long to work with us. And for doing that, we have to make the culture of the company appealing, very positive. Brand and reputation plays a major role in recruitment, because nowadays Apart from getting the pay, apart from getting a great compensation, great pay, people look for other aspects also, like they want positive work culture, they want different kind of challenges in their work, so they role authority they want in their work. So all these build the reputation and the brand of the company, and depending on that, people choose the company they want to work with. Also, profitability. What is the profit of your organization? How much your organization is present socially on various platforms, be it LinkedIn or Insta or YouTube. Celebrity effect. Okay, suppose it's a clothing brand. Okay, so we how much which celebrity is advertising for that company. So all this also build the reputation of the company, and obviously the culture of the company, of the organization, that we have already discussed. Design job to make it more rewarding, motivating, efficient, and enhances the mental capacity. So as I just now told you, that apart from giving a good payroll, a compensation, the job should be rewarding, it should be motivating for the people, challenges should be there, and their efficiency, their potential are used to in the maximum. So all this also decide who or what kind of people will join our organization. Today employees look for skill variety, task identity, task significance, autonomy of work, and feedback. So variety of skills, there various skills are being used. They are not just wanting to do the regular work. Whatever task they are given, that is should be different, that should be new, and autonomy of work should be there. That is they should be that work should be given to them, and they should be given the freedom to use all their innovation, all their creativity to complete their work. Micromanagement type of practices are not acceptable. While hiring, speak the language of your business. So we should have a very good understanding about our company strategy, that is what are our customers, who are our competitors, what is our revenue, efficiency, what is our goal, and how the company makes money. And while hiring, we should discuss on all these matters. Moving ahead, hire slowly and fire quickly. So we should not rush while hiring, because if it's not the right fit, they will not survive in the company for long. And if we know that this is not the right fit after hiring, then we should not think before hiring. We should fire quickly before firing. So we should fire quickly. Back hiring decisions with data to make better decisions. So that is, data driven decisions should be taken while hiring. This comes under HR analytics, which we'll be covering in the coming sections. Recruit creative people. So creative people who understand what creative behavior is, that kind of people are should be recruited, should be preferred, because now creativity and innovation is the main game changing factor in any organization. So next is, while hiring, cultural fit should be considered. So what is culture fit? What is culture? The image of the organization, the practices that they use in a team, that defines the culture of the organization. So basically, culture is the sum of individual changes that are happening in the organization. So each individual or each candidate that we hire add some or the other unique feature to the company, while making sure that the overall purpose of the company remains the same. So while hiring, while screening the candidate, we have to ask questions like what they expect from the company, what kind of environment they expect, what is their idea of, ideal workplace. So all this will help us to decide whether that individual will be culturally fit for our organization or not. So of lately, this has become a very important criteria while selecting any candidate. Promote from within whenever possible. It motivates employees, encourages long-term commitment, and is a great recruiting tool as well. So every time there is a vacancy, it's not necessary that we hire from outside. We should also encourage the employees from within to take up the new challenge. Passive recruiting. So what is passive recruitment? Recruitment through LinkedIn and employee referral. So LinkedIn is a platform where everyone tries to connect with each other and approaches for a new job, be it from the company to the employee or from the candidate to the company. So it's a great recruiting tool. Employee referral, if employee can refer some of their friends or some of their colleagues which they believe that will be very beneficial for the organization. Take interview outside regular hours. Networking, going to various industry events and connecting with people. Invest time in creating effective social media strategies. So now the presence of each and every company on various social platforms is very essential for building the reputation of the company and for making sure that we have the best talent with us. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn has different target audience, hence strategy should be different. So all these platforms have different target audience. Depending on those audience, we have to frame our strategy and then attract the best talent. So this all comes under passive recruiting, because we are not directly recruiting here, but we are making an environment which is appealing for everyone, which makes a social presence, which tells employees or everyone about your company. And when you actually need an employee, you will get the best talent in the market. Now moving ahead. So recruiters should be trustworthy, friendly, affable, and trained to conduct effective interview and must have effective listening skill. So for this, time to time training of the recruiters should be done. They should be taught about diversity and sensitivity skills, ethical recruiting behavior. They should have great communication skill. They should be able to take timely feedback. So all this will help in the making those recruiter best recruiters. Hiring analytics matrix helps to understand data about cost of recruitment, acceptance ratio, yield ratio, etc. This helps us to drive better decision for the company. So again, we are saying that taking hiring decisions based on the data, calculating the cost of the recruitment, how much cost we incur on each hire, or what is the acceptance ratio, how many offers did we make and how many people accepted. Yield ratio is how many people move from one step to next in the process. So all these data will help us to modify our hiring behavior, our recruiting tendency or recruiting behavior. So this is also a part of data analytics. Also, ATS can be used to retrieve forgotten resumes, that is applicant tracking system. It's a very important tool in HR transformation. So it store all of your resumes and it do a lot of other things. So apart from, so whenever suppose we got a lot of resumes and we selected a few people. Now if in future we again need any kind of hire, or if we again want to hire someone, then we can always look into those earlier pool of resumes. So it helps to store all the resume and we can retrieve them whenever we want. augmented writing in job advertisement, automated pipeline solutions, resume screening, automation in scheduling interview has reduced the burden of recruitment work up to some extent. So here we are talking about various recruitment and selection softwares we are available in the market. So after using those softwares, we can easily give various job advertisement, where various resume screening the first time. We receive a lot number of resumes, so first screening can be done by these software depending on the preset norms, so our tasks get reduced to some extent. They helps in scheduling interview. Okay, so all these processes helps to reduce the burden of the HR, and they will be using that time in doing the most useful work. So use of chatbots for talent acquisition. So chatbots can be used for acquiring talent. So chatbots and ATS we have already discussed earlier. So now this is all about recruitment and selection. I hope you got an idea. You have now better understanding about what are the changes are done in this process. Now there's some portion left of this recruitment and selection topic which we will covering in the next section. Thank you. Bye-bye.